community garden showing responsible, socially responsible and environmentally and economical sustainability. Ashley Kirkland is there this morning to learn more about that mission. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Vicki. Well, Partridge Creek Farm is located right here in downtown Ishpeming. It's all about education and creating fresh produce for locals here in the community. And I'm here with Chairman of the Board, Dan Perkins. Dan, we've been trying to come up with something that rhymes with Perkins all morning long. I think twerking, a farm for Perkins. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, I hear them all, Ashley. So there's all kinds of things that rhymes with Perkins, actually. Working is the one that's my favorite.
I like it.
We're working hard here, and our mission here, of course, Ashley, is to get a bunch of local kids involved. And last week we had 15 volunteers, 4 days of the week last year working in this farm.
Yeah.
And they spread all these cedar chips everywhere. They weeded. They made a little sitting area for us over there. And we will continue to have volunteers here on a regular basis, and we always send them home with food. We make lots of food here.
Now that you mentioned working, let's back up. What is Partridge Creek Farm when people drive past? Because you guys just kind of sprung up this spring. What exactly is it here?
Well, this is an experimental farm. We're trying to create new ways of growing food in the UP. We're a food desert, and we need to create new systems for growing food here. And we want to create jobs doing that. We want to, if you look behind you here, actually, we have a prototype greenhouse that will grow food 10 months out of the year. It's got heated beds in it, and it grows food very efficiently. Yeah. And again, we want to build these greenhouses and distribute them. We want to create a job economy around that, and we want to create a job economy around harvesting and growing that food and processing it and making local food. It's a big industry that we can take advantage of here.
And you guys all built this with the help of volunteers. It's for the community, and you also sell the food at the local farmers markets in different communities. Is that right?
Correct. On Tuesdays, Wednesday we have a farmers market in Negaunee, and on Thursdays we have a farmers market right here in downtown Ishpeming, along with our music night. We have an evening of music every Thursday, and we have a farmers market right next to it.
Yeah. Now let's look at some of the different gardens that we have here. What is this one that we're looking at?
Well, this is our strawberry bed, and actually there are plenty of fresh strawberries.
Yeah, I see them.
Now, there's nothing like a strawberry picked fresh off the vine. Ashley, I want you to try this.
I haven't had breakfast actually too, so.
It's a very sweet little...
That's really good. And these are some things that people can find at the farmers markets in Negaunee and Ishpeming.
Oh yeah, we have mostly greens right now, but we're moving into peas, and all the other vegetables are starting to come ripe. So we get more and more, but right now primarily all the greens, the spinaches, the salads, the kales, all of that are very prevalent right now.
Okay, now quickly, how can young people get involved and help out here?
Well, going to partridgecreekfarm.com, partridgecreekfarm.com is our website, and they can sign up as volunteers, and that will get them on our email list, and we'll tell them every time we have an event. And our primary mission is to distribute food to young volunteers, or all volunteers. Anybody who works on this farm gets to go home with lots of food.
Yeah, and you guys also are partnered with a local church. We're going to come back and talk about that, and also how you can get your own garden bed here at Partridge Creek Farm. I'll take it back to you, Vicki. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Ishpeming, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much,
Healthier community. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Sam. That's what they're all about, is community and education. And I'm back here with Vice Chair Andrew Sear. Andrew, thanks so much for being here this morning. Now, you guys are about 95% finished with this space. Once it's completed, what's the plan then?
There's a lot on our plate that's coming up. We obviously have done a lot of work here at the Grace Community Gardens and Partridge Creek Farm, like incubator plot. So from here, we really want to move into the processing or further processing of the food, because you know, we can sell a cucumber for so much money, but we could also give a little bit more value to that by making it into pickles.
Okay. And we've already seen the Partridge Creek side, and now this is more of the Grace Episcopal Farm side, because you guys, we could see the Grace Episcopal Church right there in Ishpeming. You partner with them. How does that work?
So this is actually the Grace's Church's property. We are paying a set fee per year to lease out our half of the property. The other half is community gardens, called the Grace Community Gardens. So you could go to the Grace Church. I believe this year we're all full. We have all 15 beds with people in those beds right now. But for the next growing season, you could come to the Grace Church, speak with, there's a few contacts there to talk with, and sign a contract and come in and take 1 or 2 or however many beds would be open for you at that point.
Yeah.
As you can see, we're growing a lot of food out of these, or the people of the community are doing the work to grow some food for themselves.
Yeah, and it's a community effort. They can literally go get a lot for $30, and you say, but they get $10 of that back.
They do, as long as they put in the work to weed and to take care of the piece of property, or to help keep the piece of property the way it looks now. To make sure there's no blight, there's no garbage, and make sure they're taking care of the piece of property like it's their own, definitely.
Yeah. And there definitely are some guidelines that you would have to read in the fine print, but they can pretty much grow what they like.
Yeah, some of the specific things that I do know you cannot grow on their side is something like a perennial. So like we have the strawberry bed you took a strawberry out of earlier. They can't do that because we can't guarantee that same person the same plot every year. So that's a little bit tougher, but there's plenty of room for things you can see. There's cabbages and spinach and zucchinis and all sorts of other things that you can grow outside of those rules.
Yeah. Well, this is really a great project that you guys have going on to make sure everyone can get connected, to help out and volunteer, or possibly grow their own lot. Where can they reach you?
So there's a few different venues that they can reach us at. Our Facebook page, Partridge Creek Farm. Our website, partridgecreekfarm.com. It's got multiple sections. If you want to just know about us, there is a section for that, but we would like you to head over to the volunteer section. One of our side missions is always to continue gathering new volunteers with new set of skills. Within our volunteer section, you can actually list what skills you might want to help at. So maybe you don't want to work out here on the farm, but you want to work in an educational facet, and you might be able to teach a course for us. We're all for that.
Yeah. And you guys even have interns who are here all the way from Massachusetts helping out. So this is a great summer project for students and kids to get involved in.
It is. We just had a little piece on the Michigami. Camp Michigami came in. Those students were also from all over the state of Michigan. The 2 from Massachusetts have been here and went out there to school and brought some of their friends back. So we're not just trying to help Ishpeming, although that's our first point of interest. We want to be able to expand out to a further reaching area, because it's not just us who have issues with keeping food locally and doing quality products.
Great. Well, thank you, Andrew. Great work going on in downtown Ishpeming. Make sure to reach out to them if you'd like to volunteer, and stick around for more of your TV6 Morning News.